250 at Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. It is the first race in a while for the Truck Series. In fact, it is the first race since last Monday in the Gander Outdoor Truck Series on NASCAR Heat 5, but we've got more action for you. We tried this race a couple times, but this time should be no problem. We should get right into it. First, we have session qualifying, and then we will hop on into the race right afterwards. Excuse me, Mr. Pizza, Jackson Thomas, Jacob Westbrook, Brandon Garcia, CW2288, welcome to the stream. So here we go. Gonna hop right on into qualifying. Session qualifying, that is, with the road courses. Try to get Chase Elliott his first pole of the season. First road course race of the year for the Truck Series here tonight. First of what could be a doubleheader tonight for the Truck Series, depending on what time this first race will get over with. Only a 64 lap race here tonight, so that is for sure. Jacob, hopefully your surgery was successful. I would imagine it probably is, because otherwise you probably wouldn't be here if it wasn't successful. So yeah, third time should be the charm here tonight. A-Stark Light, welcome to the stream, by the way. Chase Elliott will be the first driver to put a lap in session qualifying here. Again, this is going to be a pretty fun race here tonight. Very short, only 64 laps, full race. It isn't even a shortened race, it's just a short race. In general, just because of the lack of laps, I guess, but it's going to be a nice little sprint here to try and get this one in. The next race of the season is at Talladega. Again, we could have a doubleheader here tonight. It all depends on when that first race, this first race, gets over with, because they have to work tomorrow morning. So it depends. If this could get over about 8:45 at the latest, there's a good chance we can get that Talladega race in. But if it goes any longer than that, we'll just have to wait till tomorrow. Thanks for everybody tuning in. 10 people currently watching so far. Just 4 subscribers away from 350, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, here tonight, coming into the stream, or streams, depending on how many races we do, whether it's 1 or 2. Ty Majeski gets in the way of Chase Elliott on that opening lap. That's going to cost Elliott a little time out of the final turn, but luckily enough, it's still a decent lap. 121.275 will be the first lap ran in round 1 of knockout qualifying for Chase Elliott. 00 Angela Ruck kind of getting in the way. Nice clean pass. Doesn't cost us a lot of time, but maybe a little bit. Definitely not catching the lap traffic as fast as we probably want to, knowing that these are qualifying laps that we are having to put up. Top of the charts, Johnny Sauter in round 1, 121.086. About 0.2 of a second faster, almost 0.2 of a second faster than Elliott. Just got to qualify top 12 for round 1 to advance to the second round. Elliott's going to complete lap 2, and we will simulate the rest of the round here, and hopefully that will be fast enough to make it to the next round. I would think that first time is fast enough. I just don't think the second lap is going to be quite as fast as the first. We'll have to wait and see. At the line this time, it is faster. 120.577, almost 0.7 of a second faster. Good enough for 6th place in round 1. Riley Herbst at the top of the leaderboard at the end of round 1 of qualifying. Again, the top 12 advanced. That prior lap time would have been good enough for 9th place. So either way, between lap 1 and 2, we would have advanced. So now on to round number 2. Joanne Hines, welcome to the stream. Yep, this is Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. Here today, should be a fun one. Again, first road course race of the season for the Truck Series. We go to this road course twice on the season, but the next time isn't until the playoffs. So we have our 5th race of the season here in this one. And possibly Talladega for our 6th race again later today. If we can't get to that one, depending on what time this first race ends, we will do it tomorrow night. So a lot of fun Truck Series action on NASCAR Heat 5 on the channel. Again, realistic broadcasts. Oh, man. On the warm-up lap, Chase Elliott gets really loose in the hairpin. Never even hit the curbing either. Just completely lost traction of the car, downshifting to 2nd gear. Luckily, it's just a warm-up lap here for Chase Elliott. Not a bad warm-up lap, to be completely honest, here for Elliott. Maybe he was in 2nd gear a little too long through turn 1, using all the racetrack there. A little wide off of turn 1 for Chase Elliott. And I just don't think this first lap is going to be that great in all reality. We need to get at least 1 lap up before we even think about bringing it onto pit road. Unless this lap goes haywire in the hairpin again, just like it did. I mean, it wasn't that bad on the warm-up lap, but it wasn't pretty either. Yeah, way too loose in the hairpin. This is not going to be a fast lap, so Elliott's just going to practice his pit stop now. Put 4 fresh tires back on the car and try to redo this again. .40 miles per hour is the pit road speed limit. Can easily get down in time. 4 fresh tires, full tank of fuel coming. Evan Board 23, welcome to the stream. Braden Thompson, welcome to the stream. So roughly a 16-second pit stop likely coming up for the 24 team here for Chase Elliott. So who will get to the top of the charts before Elliott can even get a full lap in? This will be interesting to see. 15.9-second pit stop, not bad. Servicing the the left side of the car before the right side. That's unique about some of these road courses in all 3 series. It's the only track in the Cup Series, or the Truck Series rather, that we have to deal with this. Kind of like a backwards pit stop as we catch Ross Chastain. This is going to mess up Chastain's lap big time, with Elliott getting around him on fresher tires. Luckily, Elliott's on the warm-up lap though, so quickly getting around that 40 truck of Ross Chastain. Man, Elliott is just really loose. We are really loose through the hairpin. Seems like every time we go through there, whether we hit the curb or not, the truck really wants to just skate to the side. But everywhere else on the racetrack, the truck's handling really fine. So not all drivers have made a lap yet in qualifying. Still got a couple more. Now our second warm-up lap of the round is in. We have just about 5 minutes to go in the round. So about 5 minutes to go to try and nab the pole for tonight's race at Canadian Tire. When am I going to start the career mode? Likely this week is when I'll start it. I can't tell you how in depth I'll get into it right away, but I think it's about time to start it up at some point this weekend. That was a great corner through the hairpin that time, kind of locking the brakes up towards that finishing portion of the turn. But nevertheless, Chase Elliott getting the hammer down. Pretty solid handling for the most part. And we'll see what kind of a lap time that Chase Elliott will bring to the table. Oh, a little wide. Elliott driving this 24 truck as hard as he can to the line. Just under 4 minutes to go in qualifying, up to second. Austin Hill still at the top of the charts, a 1:20.680. Not quite as fast as what Elliott ran back in round number 1, but pretty close to it when he qualified in 6th. Moffitt is in 3rd. Austin Hill, though, top of the charts with a 1:20.104 so far. That is a blistering fast lap. He's still about a half a second ahead of Chase Elliott. Just under 3 minutes left. Longest straightaway of the racetrack for Chase Elliott. Driving it in deep. Got it to stick. This has the potential to be a possible pole time lap for Chase Elliott. Oh, might have been a little too tight in that final corner. We'll have to see. Elliott gets the hammer down at the line. 1:20. Wow, even slower. That time was actually a little bit slower than the lap prior. Elliott using the curbing there, all the racetrack. Really pushing the truck as hard as he can. So we should be able to finish this lap up and start one more lap, and that will likely be it here for session qualifying. But the track map covered. For right now, can't really tell exactly how many cars are behind us that might be able to be an extra lap of qualifying in, because there is the potential for more drivers to have perhaps 3 laps versus us finishing this one and having one more after this. But it's looking like the next lap will be the final lap for this round of qualifying here for Chase Elliott. Solid corner. Just a little tight. Oh, I think the finishing portion there, those last 3 corners really costed Elliott on that last lap. 1:20.450. It was slightly quicker. That's the fastest time Elliott's ran in either one of the first 2 rounds of qualifying, but still roughly 0.3 of a second off the lead. But this is it, the final lap of qualifying for Chase Elliott to try and set the pole time. Really tight there in turn 3. Look at that great corner though through turn 4, now into the hairpin. Off the curbing, Elliott driving it in deep. Using all the racetrack. Oh, Harrison Burton's going to get in the way, and that's going to cost Elliott a ton of time, and I think that's probably going to do it. Sorry, not Harrison Burton, that's Christian Eckes in the 18. Harrison Burton, of course, drove that truck last year, but Christian Eckes in the truck this year. And that is going to cost Chase Elliott a shot at the pole, likely. And now he gets tight in turn number 6, it looks like, as well. So that's not going to help either. Off the curbing, solid there. Solid through the finishing 2 corners, but I think he beat himself up. So close, an even faster lap, but just not fast enough. A 120.127. That is fast enough for second in qualifying. That actually was a lot closer to what I thought it was going to be, but still about a 1/10 of a second off of Austin Hill. So Austin Hill will nab the pole here at Canadian Tire. Chase Elliott will start in second place in the 64 lap event here tonight. Jacob Day's been pretty good. So far, so good. And we are going to get started here tonight in the Chevy Silverado 250. Austin Hill looked fast in practice, and obviously as the pole, he's going to be a tough truck to beat. Riley Herbst also has a fast truck. Remember, he was fastest in round 1 of qualifying. And Tyler Hill starting at the rear of the field here today, the lone driver to start at the rear of the field. Canadian Tire Motorsports Park opening truck race road course of the season, the only one in the regular season. Green flag is in the air. Austin Hill will lead the field to the green into turn 1. Elliott actually has the advantage on the outer lane, but off the curbing runs a little wide, and Austin Hill will be clear into turn 2, getting the clean air off the start of the race. Oh no, Brent Moffitt just completely shoves Chase Elliott. A bump and run effort from Moffitt, trying to quickly get the second. Restarts are going to mean a lot here in tonight's race. Courses, and Austin Hill goes wide through turn 4. Hill went really wide. Didn't set himself up well for the hairpin at all, and here comes Chase Elliott right back. Could not get around him though. Hammered down Austin Hill back to the gas before Elliott. Trying to get in the draft of Hill, but just can't quite do it. Hill is shaking him. Marcus Hook quickly up to 3rd place now behind us. The Generator rookie drivers had a couple solid runs so far this year. No consistency. Wow, Hill really checked up there. Hill checked up big time into turn number 7. And Austin Hill will lead the opening lap of the race at Canadian Tire. William Nix, welcome to the stream. The track in total, I believe, is just under 2 miles. I don't know the exact length, but I believe it's just under 2 miles in length. Not a very long road course. Pretty high speed, though, for the truck series. Only 8 turns. It's around 2.5. Okay, maybe I'm wrong on that. I could be wrong on that. I think it's right around 2 miles though. I'm just basing it off of the lap times, because I feel like if a cup car ran here, it would probably be about 8 seconds faster at least of a lap time run this racetrack. At least. And it's got more turns than Watkins Glen. It's automatically going to make it a little bit slower. Seems like some corners Chase Elliott's better than Austin Hill. Could close the gap down, but Austin Hill really pulled us off at turn 1 there. Hill has led the opening couple laps of the race, and he looks like already tonight he's going to be a tough out. Marcus Hook still in 3rd place, followed by Riley Herbst and Sheldon Creed. Moffitt, who started in 3rd, is quickly falling outside of the top 5 after going for 2nd. Remember, he gave us that bump and run, and that pretty much killed our shots of trying to get up to Austin Hill on that opening lap, and we haven't really been able to touch Austin Hill since. 250-mile race. It's a 250 miler, 64 laps. But I don't know if that's miles or kilometers though, because it might be kilometers. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, 64 lap race here tonight. Great corner through turn 2 there for Chase Elliott. It seems like some corners were really tight and some corners it just sticks perfectly. Trying to get the hammer down. You can see we're really starting to close back in on Austin Hill again. We slipped away for a little bit. Ooh, Hill. It's a little loose there in turn 4. And look at how deep Chase Elliott drives it into the hairpin. And Elliott has closed the gap on Austin Hill immensely this lap. Look at the lap time Chase Elliott's putting together right now. Trying to run down Austin Hill for the lead. Yeah, it is in Canada too. It very well could be kilometers. Somebody's got to Google that. I probably should have done my homework and figured it out before the race started, so that's kind of my bad. Ooh, Austin Hill a little wide through turn 8. Elliott got through there a lot better, but just can't quite get to the back bumper of the 16 truck. Austin Hill gets through turn 1 so much better than Elliott. So much better. Turn 2, though, pretty equal. Turn 3, Elliott runs a little wider line, trying to maybe arc the corner off the exit a little better, but Austin Hill able to beat Elliott back to the gas there. Now into turn 4. Oh, Hill is up on 2 wheels. Austin Hill has had very, very tough time in turn number 4. Really loose through the hairpin for Elliott, but just keeps the foot and the hammer down. Trying to get all over that 16 truck once again. Cindy Duckett Gaming, welcome to the stream. Oh, and Elliott has the opportunity and clear. A power move through turn number 6. Chase Elliott to the lead ahead of Austin Hill. Took 5 laps, but we finally got around Hill. From the second starting spot, Hill, of course, on the pole. He's a lot better in turn 1, though, and you can see him close the gap again. Elliott struggled a little bit, getting from second to third. Elliott a little wide now through turn 2, and here comes Austin Hill. Side by side for the lead again, but Elliott blocks him off into 3. Elliott a little tight, though, and here comes Hill again. Can't get there. It's just so hard to pass, and once Elliott made that move for the lead, it's going to be a lot tougher now for Austin to get right back by Chase. Oh, no! Did he turn him? Hill might have turned Elliott through the hairpin. He definitely got close, and around goes Chase Elliott. And Riley Herbst is up to second. Mr. Pizza, welcome to the stream. You might have already been here now that I think about it, but welcome anyway. Oh, we're only a handful of laps into this one. I have by no means won this. Austin Hill may have turned Chase Elliott through the hairpin. It was definitely tough to tell. There's no real damage to the rear bumper of the car. He definitely got close. I mean, really close. Not a very long pit window at this racetrack either. Only about another 8 laps we can go on fuel. It's going to be roughly an 11 to 14 lap fuel run in this race today. So not long at all. Elliott is trying to run down Riley Herbst once again. Elliott has been loose in the hairpin, not only in qualifying, but a little bit in the race too. So it was really tough to tell if there was contact between the 16 and the 24. But Hill has not looked back since. He has about a 3-second lead on Herbst. The rookie Riley Herbst for Kyle Busch Motorsports, trying to put himself in contention to maybe get a victory and lock himself into the playoffs after the race today. Yeah, okay, I thought you were the first person here. I was just having a little bit of a brain fart there. I thought you commented before. So, my bad on that. Ooh, Riley Herbst got a little shaky, but boy, Chase Elliott locked the brakes up in turn 2 himself. This 24 truck is running hard. Try to dig back into that lead. A little wider through the hairpin that time for Elliott. Just got to carry more speed on exit. Really tough to beat these guys back to the gas off the hairpin. Elliott's having a little bit of a problem with that, but he is closing the gap though through the hairpin on Herbst. Just not getting a big draft off of these guys here today. We're just not close enough down the longest straightaway of the track to do so. Elliott threw his best corner in turn 5. It's where he made the pass for the lead back on lap 5 of this race. Oh no! A little bump and run now on Herbst to the outside. Herbst checked up much like Austin Hill did on the opening lap. Chase Elliott powered down, and Elliott right back up to second place again. And able to hold off Herbst through turn 1. Herbst got loose off the curbing too. You really see his rear tires sliding out from under him. And Austin Hill now with about a 4-second lead, but Elliott is right back up to second place again. Herbst not going away from Chase Elliott. He wants to keep this a battle for second. Elliott got loose. Oh, bottoming out over the curbing there, getting to the longest straightaway of the track now. So as this battle for second continues, Herbst putting the pressure on Elliott, allowing Hill to get away slightly in the race lead. Really tight that time through turn 7 for Elliott. Had to get on the brakes pretty hard in 8 just to get the truck to turn. And remember, the tires get to 30% or below. It is going to be very difficult to handle for this 24 team. The truck is tighter more than looser, so you would think loosening the truck up would help under this first pit stop of the race as far as adjustments go. The problem is we're so loose in the hairpin as it is. If we make the truck even looser, I just don't know. I just feel like it's going to make it too loose in that area of the racetrack. But we're about 5 seconds off the lead, and Austin Hill arguably has the best truck in the field today. Elliott is a close second, but even Riley Herbst in third place right now has given Elliott a run for his money, even after Chase ran him down and passed him for that second spot. Lap traffic will become a factor at some point in time today, you would have to think. Relaxed yellows are on for all road course races in all 3 series. Remember that, folks. And we only had 2 cautions in the Sonoma race for the Cup Series when that happened. about a week and a half ago. Outside of Daytona and the Truck Series, though, a lot of these races haven't had a lot of cautions. But Austin Hill will be catching live traffic here pretty soon. Mr. Pizza, depends on what time we get done with this race. There is a possibility we run another truck race tonight. Another full race live stream coming at Talladega. Talladega would be the next race on this custom schedule season, but again, it depends what time I get done because I have to work in the morning, so just have to wait and see. I'll definitely have that answer for you guys before the end of this one, though. Austin Hill just got around his first lap car that last lap a couple of turns ago. Elliott is slightly pulling away from Riley Herbst now. It took a little bit of time, but Elliott is making some gains. He's gained about a second and a half in the last 3 laps on Austin Hill. Green flag pit stops coming up very soon. Angela Ruck was the first driver to go lap down back in 31st. That left front tire is really starting to wear out quite a bit on Chase Elliott's truck. Handling is definitely going to become more and more difficult as this run continues, but again, we are very close to making that first green flag stop of the race. But through the entirety of this first run, Elliott has been playing catch-up with Austin Hill. Is there a stream tomorrow? Yes. I don't plan on taking a day off for a while. I don't have any vacations coming up as far as traveling to different tracks until Darlington Labor Day weekend. So, yeah, we've got a lot of NASCAR Heat 5 to come on the channel. So there will definitely be a stream tomorrow night. And every day in the future as far as the next couple weeks go for the outlook. Called 9, welcome to the stream. Yep, I am using the controller tonight. Steering wheel's mounted, so it's always going to be in the picture no matter if I'm using it or not. But I am using the controller for tonight's race. But even despite the truck having very old tires, specifically on the left front right now, right front tire and the right side tire is doing all right. Oh no, Austin Hill's in the grass! And Hill runs wide into the wall! Chase Elliott to the lead. We've seen Austin Hill get loose so many times in turn 4, but that time he was unable to save it as he slides through the grass and overruns the hairpin into the outside wall. Herbst up to second place, and Chase Elliott leads at Canadian Tire for the second time today once we get to the start-finish line. Elliott can last about another lap on fuel. So Elliott will stay out of the pits this time by no caution either. Elliott will likely pit this time by. Austin Hill and Riley Herbst short pitting here. Hill might be short pitting after he hit the wall. I'd have to imagine he had some significant damage. But Riley Herbst only a second and a half off the lead, short pitting. And by short pitting by just 1 lap, we'll have to see how much of an advantage that's going to give Riley Herbst. I'd have to imagine it's going to give him quite a bit of an advantage. Elliott gets loose. Turn 4 through the hairpin. Got a tiptoe, loose again, but we're okay. All over the back of Clay Greenfield. Going to cost Elliott a little time getting back to the gas on the longest straightaway of the track. Now on Fogelman. Going to get around him as well. 25 trucks on the lead lap now. Elliott will pit this time. Marcus Hook is now up to second, about 12 seconds off the lead, but he still has to pit. as well as pretty much the rest of the field that is still on the track, of course. It did not pit that last lap. So 40 miles per hour is the pit road speed limit. Got to make sure we don't speed, and we did not. No damage repair here. Can't waste any time. 4 fresh tires and a full tank of fuel coming up for Chase Elliott. How many fans did they allow at Texas yesterday? They were allowed to sell 55,000 tickets, but I don't know exactly how many tickets they did sell. I think it was around the same as what Bristol had, about 25,000, 30,000, but I don't know the exact numbers on that for sure. The difficulty is always on 105 for the AI difficulty. So every track, every series, 105 for the AI difficulty. I proved that after the race, what was it, yesterday? I think it was yesterday, either yesterday or the day before. I think it was yesterday after our Texas Cup race, but I got asked that numerous times, and how do you win every time? And so yeah, it was on 105 AI difficulty. Yeah, sorry if there's a lag there. Jackson/Holden. So even after short pitting though, Chase Elliott has the lead over Brett Moffitt now, as Moffitt is about 11.5 seconds back in second place all of a sudden. Riley Herbst lost a ton of time. I don't know if something happened to Herbst. Maybe he had a pit road speeding penalty or something, but Riley Herbst has lost a ton of time. Remember, he was just a 1.5 seconds off the lead and had pitted a lap before Chase Elliott. But something has happened, and Elliott now has about a 12-second lead on Brett Moffitt, who is now up to second place all of a sudden. Moffitt wasn't even in the top 5 for most of that first run, outside of the opening lap when he started third. And I believe that's Riley Herbst coming out of the pits right in front of us, so perhaps there was some damage that Herbst had to come down on the pit road and fix. No, that's not Herbst, that's Josh Reaume. So that's Reaume in 24th, just up ahead of us, who just came out of the pit. So I am not sure what has happened to Riley Herbst. Austin Hill had a ton of damage, we do know that, and that's why Hill's no longer in the top 5. I'd have to assume he is back on the track though. And Reaume not making it easy right now for Elliott. Elliott going to power down through the hairpin and get around him. If I have 105, how do I win every race? I don't win every race. I do not win every race. I win a lot, but I don't win every race. We're 3 for 4 in the truck series right now, for instance. Kyle Busch won at Chicagoland. And caution is out for the first time today with 49 to go. No, I don't use custom setups. No custom setups. So caution is out. And Elliott's going to keep the track position here. First caution comes out with 49 laps to go at Canadian Tire. Austin Hill restarts in 7th. And Riley Herbst is back in 16th, so he must have had a pit road speeding penalty, and it's costing him a lot of time. Josh Reaume gets the free pass at 24th. A couple guys a lap down pitting right now. Joe Nemechek is the lone driver out of the race. Yeah, Kentucky, we didn't win that in the Cup Series either. Finished 9th. There's another Cup race we didn't win too. What other Cup race? Off the top of my head, I can't think of it. Wasn't Texas. We finished 2nd, and I'm having a brain fart right now. Well, green flag back in the air for now here at Canadian Tire. Great restart for Brett Moffitt on the inside. Elliott up to block right now, and Chase Elliott has the clean air to the lead on the restart. But where is Austin Hill? He's got the fastest truck in the field here today. Oh, he made a mistake earlier, and Elliott makes a mistake going wide through turn 3. Brett Moffitt now to the lead on behind. Speaking of mistakes, Chase Elliott just made a big one there. And now Moffitt makes a mistake for himself and about goes off the track. My goodness. Truck slipping and sliding around this restart. And Elliott has closed back in on Moffitt again. Phoenix, yeah, that's right. Phoenix, Truex won that race. Thanks, chat. No, we won Bristol. We ended up dominating the second half of that one. But the battle for the lead is on at Canadian Tire. And here comes Elliott to the inside. Clearing Moffitt now through turns 7 and 8. Austin Hill still stuck in around 7th place back there. Elliott back to the lead. Never officially lost the lead because Moffitt didn't lead the lap, but here comes Moffitt fighting back again. Elliott, though, with another block. And that time, runs turn 2 pretty great. Slightly pulling away from Moffitt by about a truck length. But again, Elliott leaves a little room on the bottom, but luckily he didn't run real wide. But Moffitt definitely nailed his marks that time, but Elliott's going to beat him back to the gas. Great battle for the lead going on right now between the top two. Elliott and Moffitt. Oh, and Elliott hard in the braking zone through the hairpin. Moffitt is there, but can't complete the pass. And this is going to bring Sheldon Creed into the mix because he is closed into the back bumper of Brett Moffitt now. DRG, welcome to the stream. Yeah, start times. So Monday through Wednesday, I work 13.5-hour shifts. That's my full-time job hours. So it's tough to tell exactly what time I get home every night because I have a 45-minute drive too. So it's like you can plan on 8:15 to 8:30 like tonight. I think the stream started just after 8:20. So I can usually start streaming about 8:15 to 8:30 Monday through Wednesday. And then I usually know for Thursday through Sunday the day before, and I try to let you guys know in the chat down below. Moffitt about got around us on the outside there at their turn 3. Tried something a little different, and Austin Hill has worked his way to 4th place. This battle for the lead has brought him in. Moffitt with a bump and run now on Elliott. Through turn 4, Moffitt gets to the inside of Chase Elliott with the bump, but he couldn't make the run, and that allows Sheldon Creed an opportunity for 2nd place as they go side by side off the exit of the hairpin, and they side draft each other down the longest straightaway of the racetrack. That has allowed Elliott to pull ahead by about a second quickly now on Moffitt. Yeah, Austin Hill definitely has the fastest truck tonight. He's going to be tough to beat. Without a doubt. He just made a very bad mistake in that opening run. But he is definitely climbing back into it. He never really lost a lot of track position. That caution definitely helped him. We're going to alternate through the different camera angles now for the first time here today. So we have 42 laps to go at Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. With the Gander Outdoor Truck Series. Road course racing here tonight. Brett Moffitt's looking strong. He did not look strong in that opening run, but I think that 23 team made an adjustment during the first pit stop, and then getting the caution on top of a quick pit stop itself as well has put Brett Moffitt in position to get right back into this race again. And that is what you are seeing here. Great corner through the hairpin that time for Elliott. Big bounce off the curb as he tries to pull away now for Brett Moffitt. And Austin Hill has taken over 3rd place now from Sheldon Creed off of the exit of the hairpin. So again, yes, Hill is coming. He's still about 2 seconds off the lead. But if Moffitt can gain that time right back and try to catch up to Chase Elliott, Hill's going to have a shot. Hill has not won yet this season, so a spot for the playoffs is on the line for him. Hill actually lost about 0.3 of a second the second half of that lap. And so did Moffitt. Moffitt lost a little bit of time that last lap also. So Chase Elliott, realizing Austin Hill is closing in, cannot fool around with Brett Moffitt anymore. Elliott's got to get away. We still have at least a couple more pit stops left in the race as well. And we're roughly about 8 laps away from our next pit stop. None of the lead lap cars pit under that caution, so everybody had just cycled through before that caution had come out. Moffitt gained a little ground through the first half of that lap, but as we try to get the power down on the longest straightaway, I think the guy we're looking at, though, is Austin Hill. Even though he's still in 3rd place right now, he has closed the gap on this lap alone by about 0.7 of a second. Problem is, it's going to take him a little bit likely to get around Brett Moffitt in the 23 truck. It is so hard to pass here. And that's why you saw a restart for Austin Hill, where he restarted in 7th, but stayed in 7th. He couldn't really gain any ground. Oh, man. Wow, big hop in the grass there. Chase Elliott goes wide through turn 3, and there goes Moffitt. That's the second time a mistake has been made in turn 3 by Chase Elliott. And again, just like the last time, it gave Moffitt the lead. Now, Moffitt did not lead a lap last time, but look at the run that Chase Elliott's got on the exit of the hairpin. A 3-car battle for the lead now between Moffitt, Elliott, and Austin Hill is in the mix. Elliott pulling the block on Hill. This could set Elliott up if he drives it in deep through turn 5. Best corner for Elliott on the track. But Moffitt is there, a little bump. Moffitt gets loose, but he's going to be able to hold on. It looks like Elliott drives it in hard through turn 7. Still there, side by side. Elliott gets the power down and still leads the lap at the line. So Elliott has not officially lost the lead to Moffitt. Moffitt has not yet led a lap today, but after Elliott was able to get around on the outside, here comes Hill on the inside. Austin Hill to the inside of Brett Moffitt. Couldn't get around him in turns 1 and 2. Hill still trying to beat Moffitt back to the gas. The worst corner for Elliott today has been turn 3 by far. Very tight in that end of the track. It looked like the hairpin we were too loose, but we've kind of gotten the hang of it as the laps. A ton of ground lap after lap. And now Sheldon Creed is in the mix as we have a 4-truck battle for the lead at Canadian Tire with just under 40 laps to go. I think Creed's got a decent truck. And don't forget about Riley Herbst. He restarted in 16th and has found his way to 5th. That's incredible on a road course. Again, very difficult to pass. But Herbst making it look easy back in traffic. 16th to 5th. Sets the restart. And that restart was 8 laps ago, might I add. Austin Hill really desperately needs to get around Moffitt. He tried again through 1 and 2 and couldn't get him for the second lap in a row there. Cheers to Champ Gaming, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I don't have Heat 4 anymore. I'm playing on Heat 5 here. Man, Hill just cannot get around Moffitt to save his life. Looked like he drove it in deep through turns 7 and 8 to try and get around it, but he still couldn't do it. But once Austin Hill can get around Moffitt, he's going to have a shot to run down Elliott. The problem is Elliott's got the clean air, and until we catch lap traffic, I just don't know if Hill's going to be able to get around Elliott unless Elliott makes a mistake, which he has done twice today. Elliott has made a mistake twice. But by the end of the lap, he's been able to shoot the gap in turns 6 and 7 and get the lead right back again anyway, so quickly made up for both of those mistakes. Yeah, I'm on PS4. And time is absolutely flying by here in this race tonight. Already to lap 29 of 64, and only one caution so far, so the race pace is pretty quick. And green flag pit stops will be coming up in the next couple of laps here for the second time today. The left front hasn't gone away. You can definitely tell Elliott has saved his tires a lot better here through this second run than run number 1 in this race. Austin Hill trying to shoot the gap again on Brett Moffitt, but he still can't get her. Oh, he uses the bumper. Austin Hill with the bump and run in the hairpin. Just saw it out of the rear view mirror. Austin Hill through the hairpin, used the bump and run on Moffitt, sent him a little wide, got under him as they drag race down the longest straightaway of the track. And that move will put Austin Hill up to second place, just over 2 seconds off the lead now. They lost a little time side drafting each other down that longest straightaway of the track. But into turn 6, Hill was able to get to the lead. And with 35 laps to go in this race still, Austin Hill has plenty of time to catch Chase Elliott, with still at least 2 more pit stops to come. The next of which should be coming up here any lap. Will Hill maybe try to short pit, or will he try to catch Elliott under this current run? Elliott goes a little wide through turn number 3. Not terrible, but it wasn't great either. That left front's definitely worn out on Elliott's truck as well. And I'm sure Austin Hill, despite driving hard, is probably taking care of his tires just a little bit better than Elliott. Beats him back to the gas off the exit of the hairpin. That's going to carry a lot of speed here down the longest straightaway of the track and into turn number 6. Alright, thanks for stopping by there, Jairus. Appreciate it. Elliott's still got a decent gap right now back to Austin Hill. And Hill might be short pitting. He is. Austin Hill, a second and a half off the lead, is going to short pit here at Canadian Tire. But he's got to make sure he doesn't speed. Remember, Herbst tried doing that earlier, got caught for a speeding penalty. Assuming that's what the case was, because Herbst lost a ton of spots randomly. And I believe Riley Herbst had pit that time as well from 5th place, so no, Herbst is up to 2nd. So Herbst has stayed out. He's now only about 2.5 seconds off the lead. So Herbst is actually closing the gap back there as well. But by short pitting by 1 lap, for Austin Hill. What will that do to try and run down Chase Elliott? He was set a second and a half off the lead. Elliott will pit this time. Ooh, Angela Ruck gets in the way into turn 6 there. That's going to cost Elliott a decent amount of time. Elliott onto pit road. 40 miles an hour is the pit road speed limit. No damage repaired. 4 fresh tires and a full tank of fuel coming for the 24 of Elliott. Who's the favorite for Kansas Wednesday? Yeah, the race is on Thursday. Started watching the channel a month ago. Just could never catch a stream. No problem. Well, you're here tonight, Cold 9. But yeah, so the favorite for Kansas on Thursday. I usually like to save that for the predictions episode for the channel. But I'll list a couple of favorites that I am possibly thinking of. So guys that I think that can contend for the win. First and foremost, I think you got to look at Ryan Blaney. Blaney's had the best average finish on a mile and a half this year and still has not won one. He was the most dominant car this weekend at Texas, but a caution with Quinn Houff trying to pit from the middle of the racetrack off of turn 4 costed him any sort of shot of getting the win. Kevin Harvick has been dominant on the mile and a half, and really in general on any track this year. So I think Harvick could definitely be a pretty good contender. Alex Bowman ran really well at Kansas last year, so did Brad Keselowski. Keselowski's been a little bit hotter of a driver than Bowman as of late, so I'd lean more towards Keselowski in that aspect. Kyle Busch looked to get things rolling back in the right direction at Texas last week. Again, another mile and a half. He could contend too. And then probably Denny Hamlin would probably be that 5th guy I would lean towards as far as the 5 drivers I would probably keep an eye out for the race this weekend. Chase Elliott as well. I'll throw a 6th driver in there. I think Chase Elliott could compete well this weekend as well. He won at Kansas in the playoffs 2 years ago and had a runner-up finish in the playoff race at Kansas last year also. And he ran mostly top 10 in the spring race last season also with the same package and at night like this race is on Thursday. So I think Chase Elliott is another guy to lean towards. So those are my 6 guys that I think are going to contend for the win this weekend if I had to pick right now. I haven't done a ton of research on it yet, and that's why I like to save you guys my time talking too in depth with it, because the predictions video I go through a lot of research the night before and the day of the time of me recording the videos and really giving a full in-depth analysis. But that's kind of like a mini sneak peek, I guess, of drivers I'm kind of closely keeping an eye on before I even double check the facts. Oh wow, Riley Herbst's coming out of nowhere. Meanwhile, we have this battle for the lead going on here. And Austin Hill lost a ton of spots on pit road. Did he get caught for speeding much like Herbst did on the pit stop prior? Not impossible. So we had 2 lap trucks side by side. Lassard and that truck we just passed. Oh! Good thing there was pavement down there and not grass, because boy, Chase Elliott needed it to get around Rafael Lassard. I know he's a ghost truck there, but still trying to get around him cleanly. As will Riley Herbst through turn 7, and he got through Lassard a lot quicker than what Chase Elliott did. A lot cleaner as well. And we both passed him clean, but quick work of him there by Herbst, who has brought himself back into it after an earlier speeding penalty. Don't like Blaney because he drives for Penske. That's a kind of a stupid reason to dislike somebody, but that's not his fault. I mean, it's where the money. I mean, Penske offered him a lot of money in that contract that he signed with him this year. So I mean, it's kind of hard to turn down that good of a ride. Blaney seems like a loyal guy too, and he's come up the feeder system with Brad Keselowski when he owned that truck team. And as well as Penske in the Xfinity Series as well. So Wood Brothers, an affiliated Penske team. So Blaney has been up the ranks in Penske, and he's still a really young driver. So I'm sure Penske's going to try to keep him for the long haul. He's already signed for the next 4 seasons after this year. So if you count this year, he's got 5 seasons he'll be driving that 12 car for. So, which is good for me because I have a lot of merch. So it's glad it's not going to be outdated. Penske and Gibbs takes people out. Blaney is a clean racer. He's gotten into a couple incidents this year with Kyle Busch, and then with that Talladega finish. I don't know what happened with the Kyle Busch. He was definitely in the wrong there. We don't know the full imagery of it, but I can attest that he was probably in the wrong. It just looked like he flat out overran the corner. He isn't a driver to wreck people with intent, though. That is for sure. He's such a clean driver, and such a driver that doesn't tear up or tries not to tear up his equipment to the point where that's why he doesn't do burnouts. That's why he does not do burnouts when he wins races and he does a post-victory lap with the checker flag. That's it. He does the traditional save the engine, save the equipment. I don't want to tear anything up. So that alone, I mean, should obviously tell you that majority of the time, and pretty much any time I've seen him get into any sort of on-track, incident, which is very few to say the least, but more so within the last, couple months, he's not a guy that would do something like that on purpose. He comes from an open wheel background too. Most open wheel racers usually don't race like that because there's a lot more at risk when you're racing open wheel. I shouldn't say he comes from an open wheel background. He comes from a dirt racing background, which would be open wheel. As Riley Herbst just powers through the lead in turn 2. That was a good time to get around Elliott, knowing that his worst corner in turn 3 was coming up. But Elliott actually stuck turn 3 well there. Oh, Herbst! Herbst got a little loose again there through turn 4. We've seen a lot of trucks get loose into 4. It's that high braking zone, high speed, high braking zone right before you get into 28 laps to go this time by in this race, but Riley Herbst looking to lead his first lap of the race, hopefully. Elliott going into his best corner though in turn 5, gonna drive it in deep. We've seen him do it a couple times today. He does there. A little side swipe along the way, a slight little nudge and run, and Chase Elliott holds on to the lead officially. Herbst still has not yet led a lap today, much like Moffitt. Situation you saw him in earlier, he is right back up to 4th place again. But Riley Herbst, the rookie, putting up a fight for Kyle Busch Motorsports. Remember, Kyle Busch won at Chicagoland, so he's trying to be the second KBM truck to clinch an early season playoff spot. A little wide again through turn 3, and here comes Herbst. We might have upshifted just a little too early, but Herbst can't complete the pass into turn 4, and now he does. Riley Herbst wheeling that truck to the lead. Elliott sends it into the hairpin. Side by side, but can't stay along Herbst there again. 7 seconds back to 3rd place, Sheldon Creed. Marcus Hook rounds out the top 5. Herbst trying to get around the lap truck there of Todd Gilliland. He will easily. Elliott going to get around Gilliland pretty easily as well. Elliott drives it in deep through turn 5. Look at how deep this 24 truck can carry speed into turn 5. He's able to make the pass there. Or turn 6 rather. He's able to make the pass there. And again, Riley Herbst, despite getting to the lead for the 2nd lap in a row, can't officially take it by leading a lap. Herbst has not led a lap yet. Elliott got through turn 1 a lot better that time. I don't know. Look at the run off the outside of the corner, though. That was rare. What a run by Herbst. Driving it in deep through turn 2, getting it to stick there as well. Riley Herbst, the young phenom in the truck series. Can he pull off a career day at Canadian Tire and get his first career truck win? He is all over the back bumper of Cup Series regular Chase Elliott. Elliott to the inside of Majeski, going to make the pass in the hairpin. Ooh, Herbst is going to lose a little ground. Herbst could not follow Elliott to get on by the lap truck of Majeski. And he's going to lose a couple truck lengths. Not what he needed. Now he's out of the... Well, he's not out of it, but he definitely lost a little ground and he couldn't keep the draft during that long straightaway. Back in Elliott's best corner, turn 6 again. Onto the twisty turn 7 and 8, the finishing corners of the lap. A 1 second lead for Chase Elliott at the line, roughly, on Riley Herbst with just 26 laps to go. Yep, only one caution so far in the race today. That was back on lap 16. We're currently on lap 39, so definitely the longest green flag run of the race. As far as green flag laps are concerned, this will be 20 green flag laps ran once we get back to the start-finish line. Tanner Gray in 20th. Had a good qualifying effort, qualified top 12, made it to that second round of knockout qualifying, but couldn't quite continue. Elliott going to get around him easily in 6. Again, that's Elliott's best corner. It's where he's gained the most time on anybody in qualifying and in the race. Qualified second. Couldn't quite nab that pole position. Very close, though. But just 25 laps to go. And we're still likely looking at a 2 pit stop race to the finish. We can only go at maximum 14 laps on fuel. We have about 7 laps left in the tank. 6 to 7 laps, probably closer to 6. Herbst is slightly losing more and more ground. He needs to put the pressure back on Elliott so Elliott can either make a mistake or have those tires wear out a lot quicker by using too much of them, trying to hold on to the lead and hold on to the race truck, because we've seen trucks slipping and sliding around this track like crazy today. Not just our own, but as well as all the other AI competitors. Tyler Hill started at the rear, still in the lead lap in 19th. That's pretty impressive. But not for much longer. He's going to go a lap down right now. Setting him up in turn number 7 to pass him in turn 8. So Hill, first driver, 1 lap down. Austin Hill, that is. Or, sorry, Tyler Hill, that is. Austin Hill. Remember, he's roughly got the fastest truck in the field. But he hasn't had track position since that earlier mistake. And I believe he has had a pit road speeding penalty on top of it. Really costed Austin Hill's chances to win this one, unless he can get another caution, which isn't impossible. We've definitely got time. It's going to be tough knowing that we've only had that 1 yellow so far today. Ben Rhodes in the 99 truck will get passed easily in the hairpin by Elliott. Elliott knew he had to get around him quick. Herbst was starting to close in the first half of that last lap. Down the long straightaway, get away from him. That's the right idea there by Herbst. Hug that white line and don't let that 99 truck side draft you. Ben Rhodes let him go. Still about a 1 second lead. This is definitely competitive between the top 2 right now. And it has been most of the day. We have not seen larger than a 4.5 second lead today, and that was by Austin Hill in the early going of the race. After what appeared to look like he took Elliott for a spin in the hairpin on about lap 7, which caused him to get that big lead. But outside of that, again, nobody has led even remotely close to that big of a lead. I think the largest lead Elliott's had since then was about 3 seconds, and that was because of a fast pit stop under that last green flag stop. We got a truck up in smoke ahead, and caution is out again for the second time today. So caution will fly with just 23 laps to go. It's one of the lap trucks up ahead. Got caught up in a smoke cloud, bringing out the caution. Austin Hill in 12th. How fast of a stop will he have, and how big of a restart will he have as well? No damage repair here. 4 fresh tires and a full tank of fuel coming for Chase Elliott. No adjustments. So just the second caution of the race today. I think this has the potential to be a really, really good finish. We're only going to have 20 laps to go when we go green. 20 laps. And everybody's back in it again. Green flag back in the air. Chase Elliott leads the field to the green. Herbst going to get cleared into turn 1 immediately. That was a great restart from Chase Elliott. Oh, Herbst bounces it off the wall in turn 1. And that's going to knock a little speed out of the lap time. Oh, but Elliott's going to go, almost went wide. He had to lock the brakes up in turn 2, and that brings Herbst right back into it again. And look at Moffitt back in third. Elliott locks the brakes a second time, this time in turn 3, and Riley Herbst to the lead. Contact with Moffitt as he squeezes into second. And here comes Sheldon Creed again. Herbst gets loose, so does Moffitt. Moffitt's in the grass, and Moffitt goes up the track into the side of Elliott. Moffitt goes around. Elliott's wide off the track. Moffitt overdrives turn 4 into the side of Elliott and into the wall. No caution. As Riley Herbst drives away, Sheldon Creed up to second, Sauter back in 4th, and Marcus Hook now rounds out the top 5. Austin Hill gained a little bit of time there as Chase Elliott just missed the entrance here into turn 6. Rare for him, that's his best corner. That was unbelievable. Much like the last last restart, you saw trucks slipping and sliding, but nobody could handle it that time, where before, everybody was able to hold on. All 3 trucks were just completely out of shape. 2 of which in turn 4. Oh, Elliott's just overrunning turns 2 and 3. Just a little bit. Look at Sheldon Creed. He's actually closing the gap on Herbst. We haven't seen this kind of winning speed out of Creed so far today, but he has stayed in the top 5 all day long. Could be a silent but deadly weapon here in the late going, but no, Creed goes wide. And that might open up the door for Elliott, who slides the tires in the hairpin, and Elliott couldn't get it done. So both drivers make a mistake entering the hairpin. Sauter closes the gap in 4th. And that allows Herbst to get out to almost a 2-second lead now on Sheldon Creed. Will we stay green to the finish? Everybody has to pit one more time. We're about 5 to 6 laps short on fuel. Nobody can make it. Oh, contact there with Creed. Sense of urgency is on for Elliott. Trying to get around Creed. He knows he's faster than him, but it is so tough to pass. Could not get it done there. Creed slips away again. That was probably the best corner through turn 3 Elliott's had all day. Qualifying included. And that might set a perhaps pass into the next corner, which is the hairpin. Off of turn 4 into 5 for the hairpin. Elliott up to second, a clean pass on Sheldon Creed, who about overran the hairpin for the 3rd of 5 laps since the green flag drop. On the restart, that is. 2.5 seconds is the difference between Herbst and Elliott. Billy Kramer, welcome to the stream. I think we're setting up for an intense battle to the finish of the race. I could be wrong, but it's looking good so far. We've had a great race here tonight. Just 17 to go. Ooh. Herbst beat Elliott back to the gas through one, kind of pulled away slightly. These first three corners are the Achilles heel for Elliott. Specifically turn 3, but turn 2 was nailed that time. Got a sneeze coming along here. Just trying to hold it in. My goodness. Not what I need on a road course this late in the race, trying to run down the leader. Wow, look at how hard Elliott drives off the exit of the hairpin. He's got the lead down about a half a second in a lap and a half or two. Now we know he can get to Riley Herbst, but can he get around him? The bread and butter is turn 6 for Elliott today. If he can get close enough into 6, I think that's the best opportunity for Elliott to strike. And knowing that that is one of the closing corners to this racetrack, that could be an advantage if it comes down to a late race restart or perhaps just a late race finish to this one in general, whether it's under green conditions or not. Smoking the tires, but that time Elliott gets it to stick. Driving it hard. Elliott has cut the gap now under 2 seconds. Not bad through turn 3. Look at how hard Elliott drives it into the hairpin. Using the curving. And closes the gap again. Little by little. Austin Hill still not into the top 5 on the restart. Herbst from a speeding penalty is leading his first laps of the race today. As we speak. He has led every lap since the restart. From second, might I add, despite hitting the wall and almost going wide into the hairpin. But the mistake by Moffitt really costed Elliott a lot of time and has costed Moffitt a likely shot to win this thing. You can definitely tell he went for it all on that restart. I think he saw that 51 truck of Herbst mess up going into the hairpin, and then Moffitt just messed up himself right behind him. Big bounce that time on the racetrack. A little bit of a wheel hop, getting on the brakes in third gear there that time for Chase Elliott. Elliott, a great road course racer. We've seen him win at Canadian Tire in the Truck Series. For those of you that don't know or don't remember, he had a classic finish with Ty Dillon at this racetrack. That was Chase Elliott's first career Truck Series win, and it came here at Canadian Tire. Lo and behold, the road course racer he is today. He is just less than a second off the lead, and look at how great he is again in turn 6. On the brakes hard. Just able to roll that corner so much better than Herbst, and he has closed the gap again. Battle for the lead is on. Herbst gave up about a 2.5 second lead, but he's still got 14 to go. Can he hold on? Elliott is there. Can he get within striking distance? Oh, they both got through turn 2. Great. Both drove it in deep. Both got it to stick. Elliott. Oh, to the back bumper of Herbst. He about overdrove turn 3. He was on the brakes hard and still got into the back of Riley Herbst. But Herbst wasn't phased. Now into the hairpin. Elliott's got to get through here well. Oh, contact! Elliott bounces off the curb right into the side of Riley Herbst as Herbst is able to drive away. That hurt Elliott more than it helped him. Alistair Moore, welcome to the stream. Through turn 5 again, or 6 rather, sorry. Elliott's best corner. That was a good setup corner to the outside of Riley Herbst for the lead. Oh, trying to get the power down, but Herbst stays clear off of turn 8. Continues to hold on to the lead with 13 to go. Riley Herbst is putting up a great fight right now, but how long can he do it for? Sheldon Creed within 5 seconds now of the lead, back at third as this battle continues. And Elliott's going to go a little wide. He's going to lose quite a bit of ground too, and he's going to have to gain all that ground back. That is not what Chase Elliott needed. And Riley Herbst has bought himself a little bit of time. The rookie doing an unbelievable job against a Cup Series, I guess you could say now, veteran. This would be a big win in the career of Riley Herbst. Thanks, Alistair. Look at that. Great corner again, hugging the curbing. Both parts of it too, as well as turn number 7, just like 6 and now 8. That was a beautiful set of corners, all 3 of them that time for Chase Elliott. 12 to go, cuts back into the lead. Again, we know we can get to Herbst. We have shown that. It is so hard to pass on this racetrack as much as it is in any road course, but especially when it comes to trying to pass the leader on road courses because of the clean air advantage they have. And that is a problem you're seeing here. When we get so close to Riley Herbst, it's so hard. We try to set him up. We can get alongside. And that's about all we got. If we could just side draft him a little bit more, buy us a little more time. Ooh, Herbst got a little loose in turn 4. That's going to cost him a little time. Elliott shoots the gap in the hairpin. Immensely shoots the gap. Look at the ground gain. Now can he stay in the draft down the longest straightaway of the racetrack? Elliott is there, and he is Riley Herbst. This could be a good shot for Chase. Trying to pinch Elliott down, can't do it. Chase Elliott on his best corner of the track will take the lead again off of turn 6, holding it through 7 and 8. Chase Elliott to the lead with 11 laps to go at Canadian Tire Motorsports Park with just a couple laps to go before green flag pit stops. And it will be the final stop of the race today, the money stop. Oh, geez. About overran the corner that time, and Herbst gained a little time through turn 2. He's not giving up. Power down. Herbst is there. Can't quite get to the rear quarter panel of Elliott to side draft. That was about as close as he has gotten. Into the hairpin. Oh, Elliott gets a little loose. Wider angle off the exit that time for Herbst. Is that going to give him more straightaway speed? We'll see. And it's tough to tell. We look pretty equal. I don't think he got back to the gas as soon as he probably could have. Sheldon Creed's about 7 seconds off the lead now. In third place, he's losing pace. Will we stay green to the end? We are coming to 10 laps to go this time by. Ten to go. Herbst using all the racetrack there, trying to break the dirty air. Chase Elliott, though, the more room he puts in between first and second, that is going to help the confidence of this 24 team. Oh, a little wide through turn 3. Herbst sticks the corner, gains a little ground back again. But now that Elliott's gotten through his worst corner, he's just got to get to the braking zone, off the 4, into the hairpin again. Lap traffic nearing in. Angela Ruck will be the first lap truck that we are going to hit during this run. Just 2 cautions in the race so far today. And we got to keep an eye on Herbst. That left front tire is worn out. We have worn our tires out more this run than any run prior. Gotta hope the lap traffic doesn't get in the way. Oh, Angela Ruck gets in the way. Ruck is in the way. That was the best corner for Elliott, and he did not get through there well. It took him an extra turn to get around Ruck. Herbst goes to the outside to get around Angela Ruck now. Through turn 8, and I believe he is going to pull her. 9 to go. Lloyd 54, welcome to the stream. We have 9 laps to go at the line that last time, with green flag pit stops coming up here at the end of the race. Boy, Riley Herbst definitely got past Angela Ruck a lot quicker than Chase Elliott did. Austin Hill is up to 4th. Don't count him out if we get a caution. He is the fastest truck in the field today. He hasn't been talked about a lot since the beginning of the race when he made that mistake in the hairpin by overrunning. Oh, Herbst overruns the corner. That might have been intentional. A bump and run by Herbst. Trying to use the lap truck as a pick. 3 wide. 3 wide. Chase Elliott back to the lead. It hangs on. Riley Herbst drove it in deep. Tried the bump and run in the hairpin. And it almost worked. He tried to use that lap truck as a pick of Jason White, I believe that was. That was a clever move by Riley Herbst. Yeah, I definitely plan on staying out as long as we can. That is for sure, despite how worn out the tires are. Just in case we get the caution. 8 to go. We'll loose there to turn 1. Oh, and it pushes off. Big run for Riley Herbst. Oh, swinging, barely going to pull off the block. That was close. Herbst gets sideways, trying to get the truck underneath. There's more contact. More contact between the 51 and the 24. Oh, man, what a crossover by Herbst. That was incredible. Oh, but Herbst gets loose now in 4. Elliott with the run right back at him again. And Elliott gets loose. 3 wide. Off the exit of the hairpin, Mike Harmon is in the way. Oh, man. Big draft, though, by Elliott on Harmon and now off of Herbst. As Herbst leads in the later stages of the race. Will he pit this time? No, he will not. Leaders will stay on the same strategy. Creed has closed in a couple seconds. Elliott going for the lead. Trying to get the power down. A big-time side draft on Riley Herbst. Just 7 laps to go. Elliott is going to pit this time. And Elliott to the lead. Off of turn 1. Clears Riley Herbst. Fogelman now is in the way. We actually used him as a pick. I think Herbst got in the back of Fogelman. That's going to cost Riley Herbst a little bit of time. That left front is shot on this 24 truck, and here comes Herbst again. He is there trying to side draft the right rear of Chase Elliott. Both trucks are loose in turn 4. Oh no, and Elliott runs wide in the hairpin again, trying to beat Herbst back to the gas. Oh, and they touch. They touched off the exit of the hairpin, and Elliott just able to oh no, he clips the grass trying to clear Herbst. What a save. After an accidental block, that was incredible. What great racing going on with the leaders. And the leaders are both going to pit at the same time right as we speak. Who will win the race off of pit road? 40 miles an hour is the speed limit as they come into pit road side by side. There is damage to repair, but we are not going to repair it. We need everything we can get. It's a 4-tire stop. We will have 6 to go. Elliott passes Herbst on pit road. A 4-tire stop for Chase Elliott. Heavy traffic on pit road right now. A lot of trucks are down here. We have to change 4 tires because I think there's a glitch with the game because they usually service the right side tires first. If you take 2 tires, it would pit right sides instead of the left. So we had to take 4 there. But Elliott's going to come out right ahead of Herbst. Elliott wins the race off of pit road, and the top 2 are still 1-2. But Sheldon Creed is within 4 seconds. Creed had an ultra-fast pit stop. And if the top 2 keep racing the way they have, Sheldon Creed might have a shot to win this thing come race end. Off of turn 3 as they get up to speed. The race continues. This is an incredible battle for the win. Herbst got a little loose. There was a heavy block there by Elliott as well. He's going to pull him through the hairpin. Look at that smoke coming out of the 24 truck. Hard on the brakes. Fastest lap of the race is a 1:19.747. That is faster than the pole sitting lap that Austin Hill ran. Again, Hill's in 4th, about 8.5 seconds off the lead. His only shot is if we get a caution, but remember, he's got the fastest truck in the field. And Sheldon Creed, hoping that the top 2 race hard long enough that he could get back into it again. Just 5 laps to go, this time by for Chase Elliott. 5 to go. Oh, jeez. Elliott just absolutely overran turn 1. That's a really bad mistake. Herbst is there. Another block. Oh no! Elliott goes wide! Still side by side. How did he stay in the gas that long? Elliott's loose. What a drive both of these 2 drivers are having. Herbst, though, gets the drive off the hairpin and takes the lead. Herbst is there. Look at Elliott to the inside. As they split the lap truck of Josh Reaume, they're side by side into turn 5. Coming to 4 laps to go this time by. Elliott's best corner is turn 6. And he gets through it well to take the lead back again. Or hold on to the lead, I should say. Elliott led the last lap too. What a race. An absolute barn burner. Elliott overruns turn 2. Look at the ground game there by Herbst again. These tiny little errors by Elliott is giving Herbst a chance, and Sheldon Creed, don't look back, is 2 seconds off the lead. Sheldon Creed is just 2 seconds off the lead. Herbst has tried to bump and run a couple times. Oh no! Elliott goes wide, and Elliott's into the wall! Chase Elliott overruns the corner completely. And Riley Herbst goes away with the lead. Heavy damage to the front of the 24 truck. And now can Sheldon Creed run down Herbst? 2 seconds back, and we'll be coming to 3 to go. Overrunning the hairpin for Chase Elliott. What was such a good race for so long by both the 2 drivers involved, Herbst and Elliott. And Elliott's huge mistake has opened the door for Herbst with 3 laps left He's got about a 6-second deficit back to Elliott in third, and heavy damage to the 24 truck. And this truck is bad tight. And now Elliott's just hoping for a caution, but no caution wave there. That is some heavy damage to the front of this race truck. Marcus Hook is in fourth, about 4 seconds back, and he is closing on Elliott for third. Elliott's got to at least hold on to third in case we get the caution. And depending on lap traffic, can Creed catch Herbst? Elliott hoping for a caution to force overtime, but we have only had 2 cautions all day today. And the last one came with 23 to go. S.A.L. Chattel, welcome to the stream. I just saw you in the chat just now, so. What a heartbreaker for Chase Elliott here tonight in the Truck Series if he can't get the caution. Just 2 laps to go. Once the leader takes the white flag, the next flag ends the race, whether it's the yellow or the checker. An 8-second lead over third, but the match is between Riley Herbst and Sheldon Creed. But Creed is losing ground. He is now 3 seconds off the lead. He was just 2 off the lead when he first took second place a lap and a half ago. I'm unsure if I'm going to do another one tonight. I'll have to get my calculator out to figure out exactly how much time it's going to take once this race is done. Because it's just past 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and I was kind of trying to shoot towards the quarter till I got to work in the morning. No, this isn't career mode, this is championship mode. Custom seasons. White flag is already in the air for Riley Herbst, just 1 lap to go. The rookie ran a great race. Pushed Chase Elliott to the limit and then some. 1 lap to go now for Elliott back in third. But this is it. What a run for Riley Herbst. He's about to win in the Gander Outdoor Truck Series. It'll be his first career win. And this win will lock him into the playoffs. 3rd different winner in the first 5 races of the season. And we have Talladega next as there's a truck parked on the track. That is Matt Crafton in the 88. As we stay green on the final lap. Crafton looked like he went for a spin off of turn 2 into 3. And he was parked in the grass in heavy smoke. Actually costed Sheldon Creed a lot. Oh, somebody just went wide and somebody just slammed door to door up there. And that was Sheldon Creed. Creed has lost a lot of ground now. What a save by Creed as he clipped the grass going into the hairpin. It's only about 2.5 seconds ahead of us, but it's still too far for Elliott to catch unless he makes another mistake. But despite the tough finish for Elliott with 3 to go, overrunning the hairpin, credit where credit is due. Off of turn 8, with a 5-second advantage over second place, Riley Herbst is going to win in the Gander Truck Series at Canadian Tire. Sheldon Creed second. Chase Elliott third, Marcus Hook fourth, and Christian Eckes will round out the top 5. Jackson. Oh, yeah, never mind. I don't even know what I was going to say there. What a race. All throughout, from flag to flag. Only 2 cautions, but it was a heck of a race. And Riley Herbst, well-deserved win. Again, pushing Elliott to the limits here. Austin Hill ended up DNFing as his day went from bad to worse. He must have crashed out in those last 5 laps. He finished back in 29th. 4 trucks DNF'd. Austin Hill, Gus Dean, Clay Greenfield, and Joe Nemechek. And then Matt Crafton took a spill on the last lap also. As we had 15 trucks finish on the lead lap today, we'll take a look at your top 10. Again, Herbst, Creed, Elliott, Hook, and Eckes are the top 5. Then you got Friesen, Sauter, Kyle Busch, Chastain, and Austin Wayne Self, 6th through 10th. What a race. Please do another stream tonight. Oh, man. I'm not tired now, but I'm worried it's going to bite me back in the morning. Take a look at your point standings here. Chase Elliott has a 20-point lead on Johnny Sauter, so he does expand the gap there a little bit, but still a tight points lead nonetheless. As we have our 3rd different winner of the season. Hurst is 12th in the points, so as long as he stays in the top 20, that win will qualify him for the postseason. Yeah, I've got to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning for work, so that's probably going to do it for tonight, guys. Unfortunately, if this race could have gotten done about 20-25 minutes earlier, then yeah, but I think session qualifying kind of took a lot of that time. Honestly, if we didn't qualify for the race, we probably could have, but we definitely needed to qualify. Sorry to let everyone down, but I got to make sure that I'm not drowsy tomorrow, because I've got to stream again tomorrow night. So, you know, if I did 2 tonight, it'd be tough to do that tomorrow. But I will be back tomorrow night. I can guarantee there will be a doubleheader tomorrow night. We'll run Talladega, and then we'll run Richmond, because the Richmond race is only 125 laps. So, at Richmond, that's not going to take very long. So we'll run Talladega, Richmond for the Truck Series tomorrow night, doubleheader. Stay tuned for that one. Hit the subscribe button for more daily NASCAR content. Hit that like button down below if you enjoyed the race, the commentary, the video in general. We have realistic broadcasts with NASCAR Heat 5 live streams, full race live streams, might I add, on the daily. Look at that. Elliott led 40 of the 64 laps, finished 3rd. Tough break there. It's 2:25. That's one of our shortened races. One of the 2 for the Truck Series. I should say the second of 2 for the Truck Series. So it is 125 laps for Richmond tomorrow. Full 94 laps at Talladega. So there's going to be some fun action. We got a super speedway and we got a short track tomorrow. So quintessential NASCAR coming up tomorrow. We have road course racing tonight. Again, with this custom schedule for all 3 series, so much variety. But look at the Cup Series. We're only 9 races into the season. Or we are 9 races in. We've only had 2.5 miles. So, I mean, yeah. So that's going to do it again for this one. We are very close to 350 subs. Let me check to see where we're at here before we end the stream. 347. Yeah, so we did gain another one during the course of the stream. So tell your friends, tell your family. We're getting close here. They enjoy the realistic commentary. So, yep, like, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Have a good one. Be safe. And I'll be back with the doubleheader for the Truck Series later on.